to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. Around Town Radio Show is where I go for the latest band info. So Around Town Radio Show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show.
Good afternoon, Kara.
The All Around Town Radio.
Sweet Sister Mercy there, jamming out the theme song. Thank you guys for that. Devin Douglas, hi again. Man, you're becoming a regular, Devin. I like it. All right, we're lining up today. Welcome to Live at Lunch on a Wednesday. I don't have a band this week, so we did have a band scheduled, a national act, but they had to back out at the last minute. And they're going to be playing here in town coming up, but we'll get them on the air definitely soon. Let me know if the audio is okay. Made a few adjustments to the mic here in the studio today and working on a few things there. So if it's not, let me know. If you're hearing a lot of little clicks, let me know that too, because I'm hearing them in my ears. I am. Yes, and I'm getting a few things adjusted, and then we're going to talk today just for a minute here at lunch. Not going to be on here too long, but we're doing some fun stuff. Yeah, let me kill that. All right, we got rid of that. All right. What's going on? Party Town in the house. How are you? Stephanie Rumpke joining the party. His audio is good. Thank you, Kara, for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, bands cancel. They do. They do when we have them live. Sometimes it happens. Well, this one was a scheduling conflict with a flight. They had a delayed flight and couldn't get on. So that's just the things that happen sometimes. But we're doing our fun stuff here. And I want to say, if you didn't watch yesterday's show and you're a fan of festivals or a fan of going out and seeing live music in a setting where there's multi-bands on a stage and all those things, watch yesterday's show. Melissa Singer-Reed joined me from DV8, one of what I consider the premier cover band in Cincinnati. And Melissa just did a fantastic job of chiming in there and doing her thing like she always does. So I want to thank Melissa for being with me. She was a wonderful fill-in host. Karis is out of the country on the beach. She made a cameo appearance yesterday for just a moment until her service went kazap. And that's how it happened. Hi, Rick. Thanks for being here. If you're out there, guys, say hi. Let me know you're in the house. Love to hear from you today. If you're watching here at noon, it's a slow time. We're not going to have a ton of live viewers, but we'll get some folks to watch after the fact. And Ryan Fife in the house. Thank you, man. I appreciate that comment so much. We're trying to support local music. And while I'm doing that, let me do something else. Let's talk about our support of local music. And just recently posted on our page this morning, actually, yes, this morning, we have the link to purchase our apparel, our support local music apparel. I'm going to throw some of those photos up for you to see here. Certainly, our T-shirts are very popular. Wearing one right now. They are extremely popular. Come in two different types, just a regular cotton tee or a really soft blended tee. That are very nice. This is a couple of our friends. Yes, Glenn Hopper and Scotty Collins wearing those at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. So throw that picture in there. And that's the back side of the shirt. The front side of the shirt will look like this and like what I'm wearing. So front side of the shirt just says All Around Town Radio. Back side says support local music. But one of the most popular items this time of year for us in the last order and certainly this order is the women's tank, man. Women's tanks are flying off the shelf. So thank you for ordering those. The tank tops are available on our page. The link is on our page. It's pinned to the top of the page right now. So you can go find that if you want to order. We've got hats. Yes, we've got hoodies. Gosh, a load of stuff. Hoodies, hats, a variety of things. Zip-up hoodies, pullover hoodies, you name it, you can get it. Thanks to the folks at 937 Inc. For providing our merchandise and our apparel. We appreciate them very much. They kick ass. They really do. 937 Inc. If you have any needs for your band or any needs for an event and you want wonderful shirts done with a quick turnaround time, it's great. And their online store capabilities like we do are fantastic. It takes us out of the mix basically because, I don't have time to stock and sell shirts out of my studio. So they will do it for you. They make them, they ship them, they deliver them, whatever, somebody comes to the door, they'll hand them to you there at 937 Inc. in their merchandise area, but certainly a great group of people, and we want to thank them. So that is on the page and available. We've already had a bunch of orders come in for those already today, so thank you. Yeah, Hater at Lunch. Welcome to Hater at Lunch, Steve. We're just doing a quick luncher here because I have busy Wednesdays. As some of you know, I go to Heather's, and we are just wall-to-wall people down at Heather's on the patio on Wednesdays. So for Name That Tune. And if you're watching and you're one of our Name That Tune players, if you have not seen the special album cover, and we do this on our trivia page, we scramble an album cover or we show a youth or a childhood picture basically of an artist, and you have to figure out who it is to get a free point. The scrambled album cover today, if you're watching, I'm going to give you a plus. If you don't know what it is, it's Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. So if you catch that album with the looks like a puzzle on our page, some of you'd catch it really quick, some of you may not, and it's there. So that's your free point of the night. You can use it in place of any answer, like a song or an artist as we go through the night. It's fun. Yes. Thank you, Steve. I'm glad you're here at lunch. We know our viewership at lunchtime sucks. It really does, but we appreciate those of you who have stopped by. And a lot of times you'll see on our page when we're live, we've got 30 or 40, maybe 50 people at the most live. But if you look at the numbers later and the number of people who watch it after we're live, it's a wonderful thing. And yesterday's show, over 1,000 views already on with Melissa. And again, thank you to Melissa Singer-Reed for rocking it yesterday and talking about great things that go on at festivals and how bands should do at festivals. Good etiquette, I guess, if you're sharing a stage with a bunch of bands and so on. What's going on, Joe Coles? How are you? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for submitting your gigs each week to us. And we post those on Thursday and also talk about them on our Thursday show. Sean Poole, how you doing? Thank you. Steve Short in the house. Good to have you with us also here on a Wednesday. Hey, one thing we didn't get to yesterday that we wanted to, we were going to talk about fan etiquette also at festivals. That'll be another show, another time. But so many people, we kind of touched on it a bit about when the band's finished, they all want to grab the band and talk to them and do things. And if they're changing over a stage and striking a stage, as it's known, the band just doesn't have time until they get off the stage and get their equipment moved off so the next band can come on. And that's just some little topics we'll be chatting about as well. Scotty Long in Puerto Rico. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a great time and enjoying yourself down there. Don't go to jail in Puerto Rico. No. You're a good guy. You're not going to do that. And Steve says she's a powerhouse. Yeah. I mean, if you go hear Melissa sing, Melissa will just, she absolutely blows the roof off any place she is. And if it's outside, she blows the clouds out of the sky. She's one of those people. She's a fantastic singer and performer. Been doing a lot of years, you can tell. And she's a pro, and also a pro off the stage as well, like she was yesterday. With her knowledge, runs a production company and does really good stuff. Scotty's on a cruise. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in from Puerto Rico. We had a lady on yesterday from Denmark who is a friend of Dave Shores, who made an appearance on the show as well via phone line. And Dave does a lot of fun stuff out there as well. He's been a production guy for many, many, many years. I've known Dave for years, and he's a great guy. He's now the stage manager at Stubbs Park in Centerville, where they have a big Sunday summer concert series. In fact, I think they're having a big Friday in the park this week with the Naked Karate Girls. I noticed there's people setting up chairs there at Stubbs Park already. I saw on a post. Let's see who else is out there. What's Sean Poole got to say today? We're just chatting today, guys. If you got something to say, drop it in there. You want to talk about something, drop it in. We're just chatting for just a few more minutes at lunchtime. And that's what we're going to do for our live today, since we had a cancellation on the band thing. And Sean says just did a show with Wade Jennings Saturday at the Greenfield Music Fest. All right, cool. Yeah. Along with a visit with Johnny Paycheck's son, John. That's cool. I've never met John. I've met Way several times, done several shows with him. He's a good guy. And sounds like Waylon, man. He does, for sure. And I'll tell you, I mean, it was kind of advertised a little bit. We were supposed to have Willie Nelson's granddaughter on the show with us. She's going to appear in Hamilton, going to play in Hamilton. Supposed to do a little lead in with her, but some schedule conflicts kind of screwed that up today. So, we'll hope to get her on the show again soon. Love to have her. And that's our friend Hollywood putting that one on down there in Hamilton with her and River's Edge and a lot of other people involved in that. And Gary, thanks for being here, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. Jimmy, thank you. Happy hump day to you. And Joe says he'll never do another cruise again. Worst music gig ever. Oh, did you play a cruise, Joe? That's interesting to know. I know a young lady who's now the dance captain on one of the Royal Caribbean cruise lines, and she started her way. She's a wonderful dancer, won all kinds of awards and Broadway type dancing and that kind of thing. And she is now the dance captain on a cruise ship. But she talks about all the duties they have sometimes beyond just entertaining, which is interesting. I think it is. Oh, Carnival 2 times, Joe said. Wow. Well, that's interesting. Fast Lane Productions in the house on the YouTube channel. Thanks for being here. We appreciate that. I don't see Glenn today. This may be a show Glenn missed. He'll catch it on YouTube later. He will. Glenn's our YouTube promoter, I should say. And yeah, Julie, it's occasionally a Wednesday nooner. I like to do them at noon on Wednesday because then I can get to my gig and get set up early and do all those things, because 5 o'clock I end up having to do it live from Heather's patio. And like the last time I pulled that off, they had a private party I didn't know about with 200 teachers in there screaming and yelling. So interesting stuff. Good for Heather, bad for me on the live. Cincy Local and Live has joined us. How are you, Kevin? Thank you for being here. And, thank you for that. Hit that like button, man, if you're out there. And guys, on the shows that we do on Thursday, it's so important that you share those if you can. That's the one where we promote live local music, the musicians, the venues that bring it to you. And every time you share it, like last week, we had we ended up with like 4.5 thousand views on that. That helps the music community. That's what we're here for. And I'm not out to set any Book of Face or YouTube records or any of that. Hell, I think we got 120 or 150 followers on YouTube. That's all we got. Got about 7,000 plus on the Book of Face, but we're growing, and we grow organically. I do not believe in buying likes and doing all those things like you hear about. I mean, you can put a lot of money into it. I put $1,000 into it tomorrow and probably have 100,000 followers, but they're all in Bangladesh and China and Japan. And yeah, it's just, I mean, none of those people care about our music community. So why have them as bought followers? That's the way I look at it. Hold on. I'm getting a text from Mrs. Hall around town. This could be important. Okay. No, not important, but okay. And yeah, robots. Exactly, Joe. And there are people actually that do this for a living in some of these third world countries who, for half a penny or something to that effect, or a third of a cent or whatever, will do a like. And the more likes they do on pages for these companies, then they get paid. And isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting at best? I was popular in Denmark yesterday, Steve. So Nepal, who knows? You never know what may happen. I'm really hoping I become very popular in like Cleves, Ohio. That's where I want to get viewers from. I'm struggling to get viewers from Cleves. So if you know anybody in Cleves, get them signed up. That's all I got to say about that. What Kevin have to say? So the band Until Rust last week. Awesome. They're an awesome band. They are. Rob and Shane kill it. They do. So we're just kind of chatting a minute, guys. Anything you want to chat about, throw it in there. But again, we're talking about our apparel as well. It is online now. So it's pinned to the top of our page. Hoodies, T-shirts, and there's our friend Glenn Hopper at the Railbird Music Festival in Lexington, Kentucky, sporting our apparel. Tank tops for the ladies, extremely, extremely popular right now. And of course, you can get a hat, All Around Town Radio hat if you want. We got it all in there. There's hoodies, there's beanies for wintertime. And that'll only be up for about another 10 days. And then they'll fill the order. They'll print all the orders and ship them out. So we do that every month or two to try to get it up for you. Probably every couple months, actually, is what we do. Hi, Dan, Loop Man Dan, viewers from Jacksonville. I love it. Thanks for being here from Jacksonville, Florida. If you're ever in Jacksonville area, guys, look up Loop Man Dan or Dan Marshall, whatever he's going by down there, his stage name now. And look him up and go see him play at one of those beachy little frozen drinky cabana places, which we dearly love in Florida. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody commented on here a minute ago or sent a message. What did they say? I saw it pop up. It said something about what's the other screen. Well, it's just simply a board in the studio, which is routing some things. It is not what we use. It's just a Mackie board that we have in the studio that we kind of route some things through, like the phone calls and some special effects we do and all that. The other board is a podcast board that we use that has all our things loaded in it, such as sound effects, or anybody that might want to say something cool, like this guy right here.
Hi, this is Jamie Combs. I'm a local musician. And when I want to know what's going down, I check out All Around Town Radio.
Thank you, Jamie Combs. So, yeah, just some fun stuff we get to do here in the studio, guys. So if you're joining us for our nooner at lunchtime, live at lunch, thank you for being here. And I was mentioning yesterday's show. Monday's show is always our weekend recap where we go out and see live music and come back and report on it. And then on Thursday, it's Who's Playing Out, brought to you by Froggies in Monroe. If you have a band you'd like to get on our list, please send them my way. Send it by direct message, if you will. Now, I do have, I will tell you, I have some people who help me with that at times. So if you're sending something directly to me, say, please forward this to Scott. Because oftentimes, and they will take care of the list and all that. But if you have something that's pertinent to something about me or a gig or something that you want me to know about, to talk about, I need to get that. And sometimes it falls through the cracks, guys. There's a lot of messages that come in every day. And we appreciate the popularity in the messages, though. That's good. All right, let's see. Loop Man Dan down there in Florida. So look up Loop Man Dan if you're in the Jacksonville area. Home of Leonard Skeenard. It is. Anybody else out there today? Anybody have anything? You want to say hi? Shout out? Randall Pink is in the house. How are you? Thank you. Good to have you with us. But that's about all I got today, guys. I just want to get on for a few minutes here on a Wednesday. We call it Whatever Wednesday. Some great topics coming our way on Hot Topic Tuesday. Karis will be back with me next week, bringing joy and judgment to the airwaves. And if you have a topic that you would like to get thrown in there for Hot Topic Tuesday, all you have to do is send it our way. Send us, as Karis says, slide into our DMs and send us your topic. And also, don't be afraid to say, I'd like to join you. We'd love to have special guests. We like special guests on the show. So if there's something that you think is a good hot button topic, or it's something bugging you about the music scene, we like it. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but the things that bug people are much more popular than the things that are happy-go-lucky. It just is the way of the world anymore. Thank you, Steve. Hope you enjoyed your lunch. What'd you have for lunch today, Steve? Because I'm hungry. I need some lunch. Fat man's got to eat. He does. All right. Oh, how to handle the bar that stiffs you at the end of the night. Yeah. I'd start taking neons off the wall or something. I mean, I don't know. What's that worth? That's why, unfortunately, and we all do things by gentleman agreements sometimes and gentlelady agreements. And we always sometimes get burnt that way instead of using a contract. But, a contract, you got to get a lawyer, you got to chase them down. I mean, there's just unethical people who think that it's okay not to pay somebody at the end of the night because you didn't bring enough people. Well, promote the shit. Sorry, did I say that? I'm not allowed to cuss. Yeah. Okay, Kara loves the this or that's on Hot Topic Tuesday. Yeah, we got so busy yesterday. I had some of those for Melissa, but we ran out of time. But we'll do that. Karis and I have a blast with that. And then we're gonna kind of add to that this or that and do I would rather things too. I would rather this or that and throw those in there. So we'll have a lot of fun with that. Chicken and rice for Steve today. What a healthy meal, Steve. That's why you stay slender like a rock star. And I eat tacos and beer. And that makes me a chubby little fella. It does. Yes, I know. I did. I don't even have, when Karis isn't on, I don't even put the beep up in the screen. It's there. It is. All right. All right. This is my favorite line for Karis.
What the hell?
Yeah. What the hell? That's it. And then, of course, I always end the show with her with this.
Stop. Stop now. Damn it. I said stop. Stop it. Man, stop.
There it is. That's Karis. All right. Joe Cole said, knew a guy who did that. They took some speakers as collateral, but they called the cops and he got arrested for theft. Yeah, I know. That's just typical, unfortunately, of some places. If you can't afford a band, don't have them or an artist. I mean, if you're a venue and you don't think you're going to be able to afford it that night, don't do it. One thing I always used to like too that I would see happen was the owner would slip out about 3/4 of the way through the night after sitting at their bar drinking their profits away. And the bartender's like, I can't write checks. Owner left. You'll have to call him on Monday. And then you talk to Buzz because nobody answers. Yeah, that happens. It happens. And, I don't agree with getting paid ahead of time. I don't agree with getting paid like before you play. Because things can happen and, bands are equally at fault sometimes with that because, you pay me before I play and we drink our way through the set and then can't play the last set because we're too intoxicated. That's happened as well. So, yeah. Yeah, you always hear that line, don't you, Joe? I can't write checks and I don't have enough money in the drawer to pay you. Well, that's a personal problem, I guess, but it's the way it works. So, that's about all we got today, guys. I'm going to be at Heather's tonight on the patio with Name That Tune. We are just about full. We've got I think we've got a table or two left last I talked to them. So if you want to get in on that, please get your reservation in quickly to Heather's. And we'll be there tonight with Name That Tune. If you've never played Name That Tune, I'll throw it at you real quick while I got a minute. We do 3 rounds of music trivia. It is, I play the song, you name the song and artist. It's that simple. But each round will have a theme. And last week we had Dress for Success. It was songs about, things you wear and such like raspberry berets and things like that. And that was fun. Sharp Dress Man was in on that. So some of you would know a lot of them. Some of you don't. I always throw a couple obscure ones in there. And Kara wants to know if I've got any theme hints for tonight. Well, Kara, I'm going to say brush up a little on your hippie, hip hop, and hometown. Hippie, hip hop, and hometown. That may be one of the rounds tonight. You never know what I'm going to throw at you, though. And then we do a bonus lyric at the end where I read a lyric. I don't sing it. I read it. And you get 2 points for the artist, 2 points for the song on that one if you can figure it out. But it's only a couple lines from the song, some obscure spot in the song. But it's fun. Similar to that, Roger, but not, we don't use the bingo sheets or any of that. It's just you've got an answer sheet and you throw it in there. So that's how it works. And then we grade them at the end. We give prizes for the winner of the round, and we give prizes for first, second, and third place. And we give prizes for the biggest loser each round. That's fun. Some of those are really good prizes. And then also we have a cumulative point total that goes on in our Name That Tune. And it is for the year, for the season. Our season ends at Heather's in November. And we have a big final competition between the top 15 scoring teams. And the point total, you get a point for playing each week, and then you get points for first, second, third, fourth, and fifth place. And we're also going to give extra points this year for some theme nights we're doing, like an 80s night coming up here on, I think, the 21st it is. 80s night. And we're going to do costume contests, big hair contests, team theme, and all that. So it'll be a lot of fun. That's all I got today, guys. Thanks for joining me at lunchtime. Lunch live right here at All Around Town Radio. Hi, Keith. Thanks for dropping in. And again, if you've got a band out there you'd like to have featured on our Thursday show, that'll be up tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Send them my way in the direct message way, and we'll get them added to our group. And if you are one of those bands that likes to post on our page, you're playing somewhere, get them in by noon. That list is completed by noon on Thursdays. So please make sure we don't even look at things after noon before we do the 5 o'clock show. So please get those in by noon if you can. Want to thank you all for being here, especially our musicians who always join us. And we appreciate that very much. Kara, I'm sad to see your solo tonight. Well, maybe you never know how you might do. You could rub it in Rob's face if you did very well tonight. You could. Thanks for watching today, guys. I'm going to leave you with, let's see who's going to take us out here. Who we got? Let's throw Steve. Steve's out there.
Hey, it's Steve from Mad Hatter. You're listening to All Around Town Radio with the illustrious Scott Hall.
Oh, he called me illustrious. Thank you, Steve from Mad Hatter. I appreciate you. We're going to have to retape that here, too, as well, and do some other stuff since you're playing a little bit with DV8. Yar, yar. So we're good. I'm going to leave you a little bit with a friend of mine, Benny Bodine. If you haven't seen Benny play, we're going to leave you with some of his rock and roll music with his band. It's called Next to Nowhere. And see you next time tomorrow, 5 o'clock, with Who's Playing Out, brought to you by Froggies in Monroe. Bye, everybody.
When it's over and not divides today, when there's nothing left to say, and I can't ignore the voices in my head, reminding me of all the things I said. A time when I face anything. Maybe I'm just not that strong anymore. Tell me something to help me breathe again. All for nothing, and far from where I've been. And I can't ignore the whispers